Well, summer is almost here, and it's an exciting time, but it can also be an expensive time. So we are going to get some expert advice on how to save this summer instead of splurge.
We have financial expert and author of Building Wealth on a Dime, Kimberly Hamilton. Welcome into Great Day, Washington.
Yeah, thank you for
You're
having me.
helping us save our money.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, in your book, you talk about that there are small changes that we can make when it comes to money that make big results down the way. What are some small changes that right off the top we can do easily?
Right, small changes to your money and your mindset. I think a lot of people, when they think about managing their money or growing their money, they tend to think of it as an all or nothing type of scenario, right?
Yeah.
We assume that budgets need to be super restrictive, or we assume that we need to already have a lot of money to invest, and that's just not necessarily the case anymore. So what I talk about in my book, and I hope readers learn, is that small changes like maybe managing your money using one weekly spending cap or investing with as little as $5 or $20 can really make big differences to your money over time.
Anything specific to the summertime? We just talked about how expensive it is. Everyone's going on a vacation, it seems, this year.
Right.
How do we save, though, this summer instead of just splurging on the big things?
Absolutely. So summer's a great time to take advantage of the weather, especially in DC here. We're in the nation's capital, and there are so many free and low-cost activities to take advantage of. So there's always things like the Smithsonian museums, right? We have over 20 in the DC area, including the zoo, but there are also lots of free and low-cost events to take advantage of. So instead of going to the movies, for example, where you might be splurging on the tickets and the popcorn and the candy and the soda, there are plenty of free movie screenings across the city and in local neighborhoods as well. Maybe instead of going out to a restaurant, planning for a picnic and even taking some to-go items from your local grocery store can be a lot less expensive than going out to eat. So really taking advantage of some of the things that the warm weather provides that opportunity.
It's amazing how fast a bill goes up at a restaurant. When you're right about. Even I just went to the movies a couple weeks ago. It was $10 for a small popcorn.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's gotten ridiculous. So those free movie screenings are a good idea.
Jeez.
What
else can we do to help grow our money? Like, should we be investing in certain areas, certain things? What should we be looking at?
Yeah, so a really easy way that people can maximize their savings is just by matter of changing where you're keeping your money. So there are things called high yield savings accounts. These are going to be usually, but not exclusively, offered by more of the online banks as opposed to your brick and mortar or nationwide bank. And the interest rates on those savings accounts are historically very high at the moment. It's actually the one silver lining to inflation. Usually people think interest rates, they think of debt and credit cards, and you want that to be low. But when it comes to your savings, you actually want that interest rate to be high. So by using a high yield savings account, you can get anywhere upwards of 4% interest currently, which is anywhere from 200 to 400 times the amount you're usually getting by your normal brick and mortar bank. So just by function, again, a small change that has a big impact of moving where you store your money or keep your money can have a big impact to your wealth over time.
It's so funny when you look at your savings and it was like an investment of 30 cents for that month.
Right.
And you're like, well, that was really worth keeping my money there.
Yeah.
Such great ideas.
Yes, thank you for all the advice.
So much.
I know there's so much more that we can be doing. So again, you can grab Kimberly's book, Building Wealth on a Dime, wherever books are sold.